Alright. Alright guys, we're back today with Derby, and what we want to talk about today is getting the dog to down with the collar. I know a lot of you that have the ebook are probably getting to that point in your training. And we've already done the part with this dog where we're putting our foot on the leash and we're using the pager to make him go down. We now want to get to the point where we can make the dog go down regardless. I know you see on all of our videos we're constantly making the dog down, and we need to do this step on leash before we get to the off leash part so that we can have control of the dog. When you start with the off leash, if you start to lose control, you need to be able to make the dog go down. So we're going to use the nick to do that, and your level is going to depend on the dog. For dogs that are real sensitive, you may have to have it real low. You may be using the pager more. For dogs that aren't as sensitive, you may have to have it all the way up to 100. And what we're going to do is use it by virtue of attrition, a tap, 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 to get the dog to understand you're going, to go down. We don't, we're not trying to punish them. We're just teaching them to be successful. You have to go down. So we've got Basil out here for a distraction and a couple of the other ones. So we're just going to work him around a little bit, and we'll kind of demonstrate what I'm talking about here. Derby, heel. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Down. Good. No, Basil. Getting a treat. Good boy. Good boy. You need to be ready from this point, if the dog starts to get up, to use your nick again. And if you had to go back to putting your foot on there, but we want to progress past the point. We've done putting the foot on there with him for probably 10 days, so he understands what down is. He understands we're not down. Good boy. Good. And be ready, as soon as the dog completes the task, to praise him. Good boy. Good boy. Derby, heel. Heel. Good boy. Good boy. Heel. Good boy. Down. Good. Derby, heel. Down. Good. So we're really using the nick proactively there, you guys, and that's how the timing, you need to have your timing be. Not, I'm going to say down, then I'm going to hit the nick. I'm saying it concurrently, and I want to repeat this several times in a row. We're going to work on this. Good boy. And I'm not bending and pointing to get him to go down. Resist any urge to bend your body at all. And the reason we don't want to do that, down, good, is any kind of bending is submissive body language to a dog. They innately read body language. So if we're bending, it to them appears like we're taking a submissive body posture, yet we're asking for this real dominant command. And this is psychologically the hardest thing for dogs to do, is to go down. Physically, it's the easiest thing to do. But unless a dog is really trained, they're not going to drop on command around a bunch of distractions, especially. All right, so let's just take him up and back again. Derby, heel. Good boy. And I'm still going to feign the little foot stomp. Down. Good. Good boy. Good boy. So I still want you guys to do that. Have the little tap of the foot, and the reason that is, it's going to attract the dog's attention more downward. If you point with your finger, it just makes them look at your finger, and it doesn't help them remember to go down. So Derby, heel, down. Once you've got them doing it good with the nick like that, then go back to adding your pager as the cue. Derby, heel. Good boy. Heel. Good boy. Good boy. Down. Good. Derby, heel. Down. Good. So once we've got them to that point where we can get them to down with the collar, then we will start the off leash. Down. Down. Good boy. So be prepared to do that, you guys. A lot of them will scratch at the collar because it'll kind of tickle their neck a little bit with the pager, but we can't just, we'll just, put it on hold. We go ahead and make them do it when they're scratching like that, and you can see it's not phased by that. And as long as they're still eating the treats, you're not putting too much pressure on them. There's a lot of people say, oh, the poor dog. Well, as long as they're still eating the treats, it's not any stress on them. So if you were doing it too much and they kind of lost attitude and weren't eating the treats, then you kind of know. So now we're going to start the off leash with Derby because we're able to get him to down with the collar. So Derby, heel. Down. Good. Derby, heel. Good. Down. Good. Derby, heel. 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 Good boy. Down. So you're kind of intermingling the nick and the pager. That time I went ahead and used the nick. Down. And then remember, we're defining down as laying over on his side. Good boy. Derby, heel. Basil. Good boy. Heel. Heel. Good boy. Down. Good. All right, you guys, so everybody that's got the ebook, please let me know how things are going. Joanne and Linda and Benny, I haven't heard from you guys, so let me know how everything's going. We'll be back soon. See ya.